I really hate the lies of this world of saying that we're all equal and that you shouldn't put any blame on another person, because victims allow it, and that's the biggest lie in this damn fucking world. Victims do not allow themselves to be tortured. They have nowhere else to go. They need to be rescued. Domestic violence is not dealt with. It's one reason. That's the main reason why Earth is hell. And nobody does anything about the worst people on the planet who ruin lives. Oh, well, that happened a long time ago. When you're traumatized, that stays with you. You could have been deeply, deeply hurt, and that is you in your subconscious mind. And I never ever got rid of it. I just had all these really rotten people that just all ganged up on me, and then that makes me sound paranoid. Oh, well, no, there's not that many really bad people in the world, In my little world, there were. There was my dead husband. Pretend a lot narcissist. Where I came from. 4 damn people who never believed a word I said. Well, then, why even talk to me? What an insult. What an insult to me. Now, there you go. Victims don't have a voice. Yeah. They don't believe anything I say. They're all my abusers. Not believing one word I say. Well, then, why did you have me stick around? What? Because they need to throw all of their hell that they hate about themselves onto a supplier. The supplying next vulnerable victim that they see. Oh, they absolutely hate themselves. Well, what are they going to do about it? Blame another person who didn't do anything at all. Now, that victim has all rights to blame their insane abuser. So that's why no one states reality. A victim has no help. Real victims. Then you got all the insane, abusing narcissists who play to be the victim. What the hell, man? If anybody really cares and considers the situation, you're like, how can you say that person was a victim when they have nothing at all, and you have the bank account, you have the car, you have everything to do everything with, help out your own life, and yet you're claiming that, this person that doesn't have anything is really hurting you. Yeah, all you have to do is, look at those circumstances. Nobody considers, poor victimized little kids that have nothing. And, what are we going to do about it? We can't take them in our home. Why not? You'd be saving the kid's life. You'd be saving them, years of torture. Maybe 10 years of, no one's real. To actually help someone out. And there's so many, oh wow, everything's going to go really bad really soon. Well, if you're still a multimillionaire, guess what? And the billionaires, man, they're disgusting, man. I don't care. You're a billionaire and you never helped out a victim in your whole life. They should be ashamed of themselves. I don't care that you're not a real Jesus person. It's just, why have money and not even help out someone? So, really, the purpose of this earth is what my atheist boy said, to help other people out. Well, whoever helped me out? All these insane, abusing, attacking, condemning, control freak narcissists. Oh, I helped her out. And they were all haters in my life. They never cared about me. Just backstabbed me. And it's easy for that to happen because there's too many of those insane people in this world. And then what I noticed with the narcissists I see, except for my husband, he didn't know anybody at all, they allow other people to take advantage of them. They just beg them. You know, oh sure, here, take my credit card. Yeah, you can take another $200 off. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal, just to go take my credit card. It's a girl I'm talking about. That's, you know, every single time she ever saw a person, they ripped her off. But that's okay. So she has the control to not do that. But yet she still rips everyone off. Oh, here they come. And they already know. Right? This world's insane. What the hell? And a victim doesn't want a handout. A victim wants real help. You know, a handout is a temporary meal. It doesn't sustain them for tomorrow. Oh, well, if we give you a meal every day, they need somewhere to be able to live. To be able to not be around a toxic person that's backstabbing them. That's never happened in my life. I wish I would have had like a 6-month time lot where I was not attacked by somebody. And that's never happened in my life. And all these rich people, I don't even give a why would I care about them? When, you know, I couldn't think for most of my life. It's not my fault. And no one considers the victim because, you know, evil reigns in this damn earth. I mean, nobody's held accountable for doing the worst disasters that we're seeing today on the rivers. East Palestine would be one of the worst, and then the other one. They're just happening left and right. Oh, well, you know, that bully, narcissist, can get away with it. Well, you know, insane people can do whatever they want. And I was like, what world do you live in? It's insane. How about when all the millions of gallons of oil was put into our ocean, and I guess it was the Brits. British community didn't know what they were doing, but that's okay. Destruction's okay in this world. For people to absolutely be that insane and destroy. I mean, that's severely destroying a lot of the animals in the ocean. That happened way back. Nobody cares. Nobody does anything about it. They're like, oh, okay, well, that's okay. Like, put the blame where the blame belongs. And abusers should face the consequences for all the damage that they did to their victims, but they don't. Absolutely not. Time and time again. They never ever have to face the consequences for traumatizing their victim. Yeah, and the victim does have the right to say, yeah, they made me want to die. I never ever heard anyone else have those feelings. But basically, every single abuser in my life did make me want to die. I'm that highly sensitive. So, I think if you're abused to death, that's one thing of being an empath. But I just don't understand. There's too many insane people that have no feelings, no remorse. No, I mean, they're not people to me. You might as well be an AI bot. But, you know, they're worse because they're actually human. They're supposed to be human. They're supposed to have a soul. In my opinion, they don't have a soul. How about If you're not born again Jesus person, let's look at that logic. If you're not a born again Jesus person, you don't have a soul. You decided not to have a soul. Or, really, if you really get deep in the Bible, that no preacher does, God chooses you. So every single fake, well, they were taught wrong. So the recent YouTubers that I saw on preachers that I saw, they were taught wrong. You get to choose. In all reality, God, so this makes no sense at all. God already knows who's his, and he's waiting for the last one to repent. Well, that would be, you believe that everything that happens is meant to be, and I don't believe that, because there's too much torture. And all the torture should not be done. It's just wrong. It's just downright evil and wrong and not right. This whole world is not right. It's just so sad. Sad world you live in. It was always sad, but now it's just that much worse. And it's just wrong. There should be, if anything, there should be a place for all victims to go. And, like, it should be easily monitored if they do drugs or not. So that, that's a problem. Fuck it. Have a shelter, have a big warehouse where all the drug addicts go, and have one that there are no drug addicts. Well, that one would be empty. So all you need is a house for the ones that can. No drugs. We drug test every single day. Well, it could just be a tiny house. There'd be nobody to go in there. Okay. Somehow the people in the street, they have nothing but drugs. But the people who don't do drugs, and there are, I think Melody died. I still see Donna. Okay. They don't do drugs. Okay. Just have a little house. Not a tiny house just for one person, but have like a 4-story building. Maybe, each one has a floor with a bathroom. And it'd just be me, Donna, and Melody. And, I don't know, if badass grandma's still around, maybe her. Or, like, okay, we don't do drugs. Then you have the big warehouse. Who gives a fuck what happens in there? But they have a roof over their head. Do you monitor that place? No. It's just people that are lost. And, I can't help them out, but they should at least have a place to stay. So we gave them sleeping bags and all that. I don't know. They sold them for drugs. I don't know. It's their fault. We did give them help at the beginning of this month. There's nothing in that warehouse now. I have no idea what the fuck they're doing. I don't care. I don't go back in there. This is the shelter where the drugs are allowed. I did have a artist friend that only smoked pot every 2 weeks, and she kept the 1/8 of pot, apparently for the whole year, which is just unbelievable to me. So, I mean, you can, like, smoke a little tiny bit of pot and get high. And that, I'm just saying, that's okay. But being homeless, I mean, they really shouldn't be to blame being drug addicts, because there's nothing else for them to do. I mean, my God, their life is that bad, but they do K too, and they do fucking the worst fucking drugs you can. What the fuck? You hate yourself that much. But, that's why they do drugs. But, I mean, every single city, from 1950s on, well, they started doing drugs in 1960, so, like, every single damn city in America should at least have, like, the warehouse of the drug addicts, and then the people who don't do drugs Well, that doesn't have to be employer at all. That's a more comfortable, nicer, sustainable living arrangement. You don't do any drugs? We drug test you every fucking time you come into the fucking building, so we'll find out if you do drugs or not. And if you don't do drugs, then we have a comfortable little tiny little baby little apartment for you. A little efficiency just for you. And we hope that, somehow you be able to stand on your own 2 feet. But it would be temporary housing for maybe a person for a year. And then they could realistically do what they need to do. There's nothing set up for that's good for homeless people ever in America that I do not know on shelter. It would be nice to know that there's like a shelter that works with you. The religious ones, they keep you busy. You have to do Bible studies every day. That doesn't make any sense, Now I'm gonna stick up for the drug addicts a little bit here. Because of insane, abusing narcissists in my life who did no drugs. Alright. Who is a hell of a lot worse? It's very obvious that the insane, abusing narcissist who makes their victim want to die, they're the worser ones. Because the drug addicts, they're just harming themselves. And then you figure, those people are just going to steal from each other anyway. Because, it's sad. But, for all the drug addicts out there, give them good drugs. Give them plants. Well, now all the plants are poisoned because we poisoned the water. Okay. But, I'm talking about back in the 60s. It should have been like, okay. Alright. You could have three shelters. People who do not do drugs. The people who decide to do good drugs and the plants. Right? In moderation. And then the people who decide to do hell drugs. Well, we give you a chance. Like, maybe every 6 months we'll give you a damn fucking sleeping bag. But, like, hey, man, you guys are off limits because you're dying. It's wrong to, Portland, Oregon, I just saw on CBN, which is the 700 Club. Right. They're like, oh, Portland, Oregon, this is really bad. They set up tents for newcomers to come in and be homeless. I was like, if you're homeless, you're homeless. All right, that's a nice gesture. Like, it's not that hard. It really ain't. Especially with the $40 million that was given to New York City to take care of their 100,000. Each one of those could add $26,000 check. But if they don't, just fix up a damn fucking buildings that are falling apart. Fix up one of those developments.